Check.
Yo.
All right, this is the block, beatboxradio.com.
We back on the block with it.
Every Monday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Clean. Young JR in the house.
Yes, sir. Young boy, we still here.
All right. JR was asking a lot of questions, y'all.
A lot of, yeah.
But I like the questions. I mean, especially if I can't answer it, I try to keep it real as far as what I know. I'm not gonna sit here and
you don't
act like
shit.
No, not only that. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying that I don't want to make it seem like I was a ill, crazy street dude and shit like that. But I was. I mean, I hung out on my block. My block was, even though my block was ill, I seen a lot of shit. But for the most part, I didn't leave my block. Right. And venture out to other like neighborhoods or other boroughs. Right. So it's hard for me to say what was going on in other boroughs or other parts of Brooklyn, but you would hear. Or like I'm from Flatbush, and I knew what was going on in Fort Greene, Red Hook, Brownsville, East New York, Bed-Stuy, Bushwick, or Coney Island, all them neighborhoods. We knew. So I didn't go over there if I didn't have to go over there. Because to be honest, I had no reason to go over there.
It wasn't your beef.
There was no beef, and I had no friends over there. I had no family over there. I mean, I did go to Brevoort a couple of times when I was young.
Ain't Fab from there?
Yeah. The funny thing about like Fab is like Fab has a half brother or step brother. This dude name is Klean. I think I talked about this before. Klean bullied me and my brother for years. Like I had no idea like who he was. Like I'm talking second grade.
Wow.
First grade, third grade.
Because you were stealing your lunch money and shit?
Well, no. The thing was, my mother would send me over to Brevoort in the summertime because she had not too long came to America from Guyana. Okay. So I think she just sent us over there. Mind you, we wasn't even staying with family. She just found a babysitter. And she sent us over there, and we would go over there for the summer. I think while she was getting her shit together. To be honest, I really don't know up to this day. But I'm assuming it was like so she could get her shit together. Or maybe it was just taking a break from kids, from us, from me and my brother. So we would go over there, and that motherfucker used to terrorize me and my brother every day.
So I mean, like, you not saying nothing to moms or whatever? Like, you and your bro is not planning a plot on this nigga? Like, y'all just taking this shit every day?
I mean, he didn't really put hands on us. Because he had to catch us. We would run.
Yeah, but it's the fact it's like, fuck, we got.
And he had a German Shepherd. And he had a dog. So, yeah, so. But German Shepherd was that was the terrorizing. This is before pit bulls.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, yeah. At first, it was all about German Shepherds. What?
That means that you had to have money, though, right?
I want to say money. To be honest, back then I don't know what anything cost. I was a little kid, but I just knew that certain people had German Shepherds. And he had a big dog. German Shepherds and Dobermans ruled. Those were the two dogs that, like, if you had those dogs, it's official, or your ass is about to get bit up.
Oh shit!
For the most part.
So you had to outrun some dogs sometimes.
It happened to me once. I had to outrun a dog, and there's a scar on my neck. There's a scar on the side of my head that I got running from the door because I was so short and the door was closing, and the part where you turn the knob at, the metal part from the projects was sticking out, and I ran and just it just caught me. I was just bleeding.
You ain't even feel that shit.
No, I didn't feel it. And I didn't even go to the doctor. No, it just healed up on its own, and that's why.
So what you told moms when she asked?
You know what? The babysitter had to explain that. To be honest, I was still young. I mean,
okay. But I only say that because nowadays these first, second graders, they could say a lot. Yeah, and they know how to.
I think I told her what happened.
Did she believe you though?
Yeah, believe me. My mother, yeah, of course.
Okay.
But to be honest, I don't know if that was probably the last summer we went over there.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been. But like I said, a lot of stuff is a blur to me. But I just remember that going to Brevoort.
So if you see that nigga now, it's on site. Like,
no, it's not. It's funny. It's funny that you said that. Maybe about what year? 2004 or 5.
Okay.
I saw him.
And he realized you? He recognized you?
The funny thing, I was going to probation. This is like when I was like a super kid, a long time ago.
Okay.
And I saw him there, and we both locked eyes, and then we just smiled and just gave each other a pound.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, you gotta remember. This is, you talking 1980.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna hold a grudge from 83, 84 to 2004.
You gonna at least say I'm not that little nigga no more. Like, well, at least your dog at. Like, jab at you.
But that's what it is. If we both look at each other, we laugh because we knew we were both stupid little kids doing dumb shit.
So you was just good with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
That happened to me twice in my life. There's another kid. I remember when I was going to high school, and like I said, I went to Edward R. Murrow, and if anybody knows anything about that train line, I don't know if you know anything about schools. All the schools past Newkirk.
What train line are we talking about?
Q.
Oh, no.
B. All right, see, there's...
I just realized it was a W line this weekend.
Oh, God, you gotta be kidding. But W, that's a Fugazi train, so I can see why. So that's not, I'm not even mad at you. But John Dewey's on that side, Midland's on that side, Lafayette, Madison, Morrow, what else is on that side? You know, but those are great. Grady, those are probably the most of the schools that's on that side of Brooklyn. New Utrecht. I don't know if Transit's on that side.
That shit sound like.
But yeah, but those are but that's the other side of Brooklyn. So if you went to those schools, for the most part, everybody rode that train, which was back then. It was this is the D train. That's when the D train was running on that
side.
D
train.
The D.
Yeah, it was the D train. It's still
D train. Still D train.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, D train. Yeah, definitely. Wherever the Q is right now, the D was that.
Wow.
Yeah, the Q never used to come to. The Q wasn't in Brooklyn back then. The Q was just running through Manhattan and Queens. But back then, I mean, I remember I was getting off the train, and the dude with the Grady, he was holding on to the rail, and the train was crowded, so everybody's getting off, and he didn't want to move out the way. He's still like in the middle of the train. And he see everybody getting off, but he wanted to be like a tough guy. So I bumped him on the way out. And then he was like, motherfuckers can't say excuse me. I'm saying motherfuckers are allowed to move out the fucking way.
You remember the conversation?
Yeah. And then I was like, I was talking shit. He was like, I was like, so get off the train. I said, so all right, boom, blah, 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 get off the train, He was like, nah, I'll be back. So I ain't thinking nothing of it. Kind of find out that dude went to school that day. He went back and told everybody in the school that I called the whole school pussy.
Wow.
So he got the whole school
to
involved.
Fight his battle.
Well, he was there too, but he turned it into a Grady versus Edward R. Murrow thing. Ooh. So he brought all these dudes.
That's some sucker shit though.
Exactly. So
nothing to do with them.
Yeah, so I mean, I remember the day that everybody was like, yo, they're coming up here. I'm like, all right, boom, whatever. I'll see the dude, whatever. That day, I was dealing with some girl, and then she was just like scared. She was like, oh, don't go. Something might happen, please. Just stay. Let's just stay after school and chill. And I was like, nah, I can't.
In this high school?
Yeah, this high school.
No, you can't do that.
So I was like, nah. And then she was like, please. So then she begged me, and I was like, all right, boom.
Please, Dre.
But my boys, they went home, and they told me that they was like, yo, Dre, it's about a lot of dudes. He's like, 40 dudes on the train. Damn. They had guns, they had knives.
All for little old you?
Because I don't know what he told those dudes.
But it don't even matter. All that for one dude?
So exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's a real punk. So
damn.
Nothing ever happened.
Damn.
Fast forward to about 12, maybe about 7, 8 years later. I go to my man crib on my block. My man produces music.
Mm-hmm.
He's a producer. And I walk into the living room and guess what?
Oh God, you see the nigga recording?
I see the nigga right there sitting down. And then my man was like, yo, you know my man, this my man. I said, yeah, we met.
Oh, so your man didn't know that y'all had static before?
Wow. Nah. And then we just laughed.
But you know, it be people like that. They like the quote unquote common denominators. Like they would just bling you, and you be like,
I'm usually that dude. People call me. I forgot. People call me like the connector or some shit. I'm usually like that. I'm usually that dude. But yeah, it was just ill. It was just ill. Like, and then we talked about it, and we laughed, and then that was it. I mean, my thing is you can't. And first of all, it was no real. It's not like me and him had a fight. Me and him had, we had pulled out weapons. It was just some he say, she say, and this and that. And the funny thing about it is, like, a lot of his friends, even when he was at school, some people from my school knew him. Oh. So it wasn't like, I was like, and I hate beefs like that because people get caught in the middle and, that's my boy too. I don't want
pick sides and shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, but that's, my point is like, it happened twice in my life that I kind of had, I don't want to call this shit second grade beef. I don't want to call it. But I mean, like I said, I saw him years later, and that was it. I mean, and I'm not a real person like the whole have beef, man. That's one thing you never want to have is, like I said, especially back then, having beef and being able to not go to certain neighborhoods. You don't know. You gotta keep watching your back. You gotta, and I never want to go out worrying about shit like that. I want to be able to go out and be free. Yeah. Go to a party. Don't have to worry about. I got beef with this dude. He might be at this party. I never want to be like that. So if it ain't that serious, then I'll squash it, man. I mean, that's just what it is. It ain't worth it.
You know what's crazy? I kind of got a story like that too. In high school, went to high school over there by class and LG projects, right?
Of course.
So one of my mans had beef with the niggas across the street. But all those niggas used to fuck with me because they just like my swag, like how I carry. Yo, what up? Boom, boom, boom. Always give me a pound with her, right? So my boy leave. He about to cross the street, about to go to the corner store, the bodega. I see mad niggas. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I just strolled up there. I'm like, yo, bro, you good? He was like, nah, these niggas about to jump me. So it was him against like 7 or 8 niggas.
Yeah.
Of course, I ain't gonna leave him or whatever. So we turned the corner, and then I saw my man's coming. But before my man saw me, he saw my son.
Okay.
So when I interject, I was like, yo, what up, boy? What you about to do or whatever, blah. And automatically it clicked.
They saw you.
And my man's that was with the 8 niggas or whatever saw my son that was with me. But when I stepped in, he was like, oh, he's with John.
Yeah.
So you good.
And that's,
But see, I didn't know. I was just walking in. Thank God I left right after him because he left earlier than me. But I was like, yo, let me go catch the train with my son over this and the third. Didn't even know he was about to get into the gym.
So thank God that you...
Exactly. And this is just like one of the head honchos from the hood that respect me because like you said, you got some niggas in the hood that they see you doing good, you looking good, like ain't gonna nothing happen to you, like niggas just respecting me over that level. And that, so he's like, oh, yo, all right, boom. But he ain't make it obvious, but I knew I was like, oh, they try to set my son up.
You think so?
I think
what they were trying to do, rob him?
I don't know if they, he was a fly nigga. He was like a Harlem swag nigga or whatever. So I think they were just trying to get him for whatever he had. But once they saw me, they was like, nah, it's over.
Okay. So, I mean...
And I was like, oh, fuck, all right, cool.
Do you have any Harlem friends?
Nah, not Harlem friends, but all my friends had like a unique swag to them. So it's like if you couldn't jack that swag or try to get what we had, you was coming for us. Or we had niggas that was looking like, oh shit, they got the new shit. Or yo, where I got that from? I had a lot of those.
The reason why I'm asking is because I was having this conversation over the weekend, and I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you know anybody from. Do you know anybody from Harlem?
A few people, not like friends, like associates.
Nah?
Or whatever. Nah, because I'm from Brooklyn. What the fuck I'm going to Harlem for?
Well, first of all, you should go to Harlem every now and then. I mean they got places to eat in Harlem.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about like just to chill out there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not chilling.
Nah, because first of all, that train ride is long as fuck.
It's not that bad. Depends on what train you take.
I would take the A train. That's like an hour.
Coming from you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, it's no problem going. It's coming back.
Yeah, you're right.
You ain't coming back to like 1 or 2.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
right.
come on.
But
I've definitely been in Harlem though.
But the reason why I'm asking is because if you notice how Harlem dudes are just different.
Oh yeah, you know that for a fact. Yeah.
They're like out of all the boroughs.
Yeah.
They're the most different.
Yeah.
Out of all of us, like Brooklyn don't sound like. Well, Harlem don't sound like Brooklyn. Harlem don't sound like Queens. Harlem sound like the Bronx. Exactly.
They just a little town.
But to be honest, I would consider that more borough than the fucking. You know, that's just so rich.
Wait, a borough
especially with culture. No, I'm just saying they have their own culture. Now,
okay. Oh yeah, facts. They do.
They have their own culture. They have their own. So they have their own stories. They have their own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like a borough of their own, if you ask me.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I got a lot of respect for Harlem. You know, like I said, and if you go through there, there's still a lot of cultural stuff to see. Especially a lot of black culture up there.
But you know one reason why I didn't go up there? Because I heard they sold a lot of fake shit, like clothing wise. Like it was a lot of knockoff spots up there.
Maybe.
And we talking about over there by, I want to say like Apollo and Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, 125th.
Yeah, where the Magic Johnson theater.
Yeah, I mean they got their vendors out there, but
but it was like, man, that's all that's fake shit.
But they got some places up there that's. I mean nowadays with fashion, if you into fashion and you know about gear, now for the most part you know where to go.
Facts. That's true.
Like in Harlem, around 125th. There's one spot I go to if I was to go up there for something. It's called Atmos. You know Atmos?
Yeah, I know Atmos. Yeah, it's a little sneaker spot.
Yeah, and they have their own brand. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
but I don't trust those spots that got the jewelry and the cell phones and then they selling the
cologne
and all
of
that.
Course
not. But it's a lot of those out there.
Oh yeah, but they don't. But they. I mean,
and all those fake sneakers is just straight display. I'm like, it's a lot of niggas out here wearing fake shit.
Yeah, you're right. I mean.
And I can't be the nigga knowing that my shit is fake and I'm rocking it. I can't do that.
Yeah, if I don't know, that's something different. But
if I know, hell no. Especially if I got the money to afford the real
unless
shit.
you got and you just didn't.
Yo, no, that's different. But when you know, come on, son.
I mean, no. Let's just say you got now. You know, are you still gonna wear it?
Oh no.
What you gonna do with it?
I'm either gonna give it to a homeless person. Because shit, what the fuck they gonna say?
You're right. I mean,
or I'm just gonna donate it to this. But I won't give it to somebody else because I want somebody to give it to me.
You're right.
Like for example, my cousin got caught with fake Jordans. He copped it from a spot on Nostrand.
Nostrand on what?
Nostrand and
not Atlantic, not Sneaker Corner.
No, Fulton over there by the Applebee's Restoration.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to shout out the sneaker store because probably.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I know you're talking about.
But he copped a pair of Space Jams over there, and they was.
How do you know they was fake?
Because my cousin is a sneakerhead.
Like, okay.
You know, you got one of those people that's like a sneakerhead. Like, that's not. So he got them. My cousin looked at him. He was like, nah, they ain't it. He was like, I'm gonna throw them out. So you know, going downtown, you see like I don't want to say the average bump, but you see them daily.
Yeah.
And the dude didn't have no shoes on one day when I saw him. So I was like, yo, cuzzo, you ain't gonna rock them. It don't make no sense of selling them to somebody because you're gonna give somebody else. Yeah. Give me those and I give it to somebody.
Yeah.
He gave me the sneakers. I gave it to the dude that I see daily, either on the train or he at the McDonald's or the Popeyes or whatever. I gave it to him, right? I'm expecting this nigga to wear them. The next day, the nigga did not have them on. So I don't know what he did.
You didn't ask him?
No, I mean, he was across the street in the same spot, but I'm like, I just gave you shoes. Like, why are you still barefoot? But he had something new on, so I don't know if he sold it or he switched it. But my thing is, if you get got, you might as well give it to somebody in need. You feel me? Because it's still a piece of clothing.
You're right.
Like, I remember I took a shirt, one of my long sleeve thermal shirts that I had in my bag, and a dude was cold. I was like, here, just take the shirt. Because I had my jacket, a homeless. I was like, yo, here, take this black thermal. He threw it on. He was out.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it should be. I agree, man. But I mean, don't get it twisted. Brooklyn has a lot of, like you said, Brooklyn has a lot of fake spots.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I remember, at one point, downtown Brooklyn, before how it is, like if you go downtown Brooklyn now, if you go to downtown Brooklyn,
it's the new Manhattan.
It's different, yeah.
It's the new
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Before all that, they used to have sneaker stores like.
Oh, yes.
And I remember the guys used to run it. The Arab cats.
Yeah.
It's like maybe two or three of them.
Two or three, yeah. But they not heavy no more.
I don't know if their joints are real. Now that I thought about it, like maybe about years later, I don't know if their joints was 100% real because they could have been. Because I remember back in the day, the bootleg game wasn't hard. Not with sneakers. No, not with sneakers. Though. Only clothes. Like Jordans didn't start. I think once Jordans came into the game, that's when the bootlegging started. But you talking? I'm trying to think which Jordans. Maybe because I remember the first set of Jordans when they came out back in the '90s. There was no bootlegging back.
You talking about the ones and the twos,
threes.
All the way up to the 7 and 8?
I'll say 11s.
11s? Okay.
Yeah, I'll say that. I remember Colin used to
have... Because he had a couple of playoff games.
Colin used to... Because I remember when I went to school with my boy Kenny Dawg, he used to have Jordans.
Yeah.
So he still has a couple of them back then.
I got a story about that man and
Jordans too. Yeah, so he used to have them. I never could afford them. And I wasn't really a Jordan fan back then. So I didn't buy them. But back then, there was no bootlegs. You know what I'm saying? I think the bootlegs started coming when they started retroing shit.
Gotcha, okay.
It was easier for them to do when that was going on. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it wasn't going on in the 90s because I was still young. I wasn't in the game hard body like that. I wasn't knowledgeable to know.
Yeah.
But I know that once they start retroing shit and I was a grown person in my 20s now, I was able to be like, oh shit, them just can't be real because look at the price or look at the way it look, you know.
That's a big.
The bootlegging game with sneakers started, like I said, when they started retroing back. Mostly, I'll say Jordans for the most part. Because now it's more than just Jordans now. They retro.
Yeah, it's everything.
Anything that they know there's gonna be.
But everything is a knockoff now.
But everything. I mean, the people who do the bootlegging, they're very particular on what they bootleg. Like the Travis Scotts. Any one of these Travis Scotts that came out, the ones, the low top ones, the fours, the blue ones, all of them. They're bootlegging them just because you know the flip value for fucking Travis Scotts.
Do I? Them shits go for like $1,200.
Exactly. So that's why they go. They're not gonna bootleg a pair of sneakers that maybe cost $160 and then it's only worth $200.
No.
For the most part, don't get me wrong, they might do it still, but you're not gonna see a flood of them. Like I'm seeing a flood of Travis Scotts now, all over the internet. People selling for like $250, $300, $500. So I mean, don't get me wrong, I want a pair bad, but at the same time, I'm not trying to spend.
Not an arm and a leg.
Not an arm and a leg. Yeah, I remember when I saw one of my boys with them on, and I was like, "Dog, you got them shits."
You talking about the olive ones that just dropped?
No, not those. Those are worth a lot of money too. The Air Force, the ones.
Oh, with the
check backwards. Yeah.
I don't like that.
I love
when I first saw Nike do it, I was like, yo, is this fake? Like, why would the check be backwards?
I liked it. I like that, man. And I like the color. I like the colorway. That brown.
I like the laces.
The white and the pink.
I think some pink. Yeah.
That's what I like. But I remember my boy had them on, and I was like, dog, you bought those shits? He was like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. My girl bought it for me for my birthday. She went on StockX. She was
StockX. They kind of got some decent prices.
But did you hear about StockX lately? It was about a year ago?
I think
months ago.
I think you about to say
the bootleg.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say it's bootleg. I just think the people who probably.
Yeah, that's a little shaky.
But I don't know if they did it on purpose.
I don't know, but that's a little shaky though, because a lot of people been getting sneakers from StockX.
You're right, and that's what I mean. StockX and GOAT are probably the main two. Yeah. But if you go into a retail store,
you gotta go to
Flight Club or you gotta go to Stadium Goods.
Yeah.
Well, no shit. If you gotta go to Nike. If you really want the official tissue,
but you're
no
not going to get it
because
Nike ain't gonna have them because it's gone.
Well, I mean, you're right.
Like those Travis Scott's not gonna be in no Nike store right now.
No,
you gotta go to Stadium or Flight.
Yeah, you're right. Right now, it's a wrap.
Or you going to go
or StockX.
Or StockX.
You're right. Yeah. You're right.
But you know what's crazy? The Yeezys just dropped the 500s right on Saturday.
That just passed?
Yeah, Saturday just passed.
Some Yeezys came out.
So the pink ones, pink 500s, right? Fly, right? But a pair of Jordans came out too. The ones, the Fearless ones. They patent leather.
Oh, that's
red, black, and blue.
But I thought those been out.
I don't know.
Because I was wondering why I kept seeing a whole bunch of these Fearless ones come up on my time. I'm like, what? Yeah. Are these just come back out?
But look, it took me. I got up at 7 a.m. to get the Yeezys. I got them by like 7:05.
How?
Because I went on the Yeezy Supply website, and this is how the sneaker game is fucked up.
It's fucked
up. Let me tell you how it's fucked up, right? Because the Adidas sneakers would drop. The Adidas site would drop the Yeezys at 10 o'clock. from all the sizes that wasn't sold on the Yeezy site at 7 in the morning. So they giving them those pairs because when you click the Adidas link to the Yeezys, it send you to that Yeezy supply spot that was selling them already at 7 o'clock, but nobody know about. That's the official Yeezy website.
Okay.
So you don't gotta wait for Adidas at 10 o'clock for them to drop because they might be gone because niggas already got them at 7, 8.
So you cop?
I cop. My boy cop. His girl cop. We all cop.
But I do know the flip value.
And they coming tomorrow.
I know the flip value for Yeezys are going down.
Yeah.
They're not as
they not, but they dope because one is like it's more affordable and it's a different look.
Yeah, it is a different look. I agree.
But you still can't get Jordans. Like I couldn't get the ones, and I was mad as fuck. Like I was on one of those apps.
Which one? Sneakers. Yeah, it does. See this
the
bots. It's the bots.
But this hurt my heart though. I was able to put in my pin information and it said pending.
Oh yeah, that's what happens. Yeah.
And then they say I ain't get them. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they get you hyped.
So you let me put my card in, the whole billing address and shipment, and you tell me no? Like
the bots. You know the bots are, right?
Yeah.
That's what's ruling right now.
Yeah.
And I was talking to this lady who owns her own store, and she's going out of business.
Wow.
A store called Rhyme. It was on over there by Atlantic.
I know about that store.
I was gone.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you remember? Rhyme was first on, not Fifth Avenue. They was on Smith.
They down the block from the Barclay. Rhymes, right?
Yeah, but yeah. They gone though.
Wow.
They're on the but before that they were around the corner over there by Brooklyn House. The jail around the corner from there.
Yeah.
On Smith Street. Literally on Smith. They moved from there to on Atlantic. Once they said that, I'm not gonna say that Atlantic wasn't a better look for them, but she was telling me that the sneaker game is just so bad for them, and the kids only want this, they only want that, and they got the bots.
Because it's hype beast.
Yeah.
Hype beast. But the good thing about these ones right here, they're not expensive. So if I cop them, I probably gotta drop an extra $50 for them.
But they Yeezys?
No, the Jordan ones that dropped that. I want the Fearless shits. Like they like $210 on StockX right now.
That's good.
So that's good. So I'm not paying no $365 for a $160 shoe.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. I'm not
doing that. Well, the Travis Scott ones.
Oh yeah, I know.
They won. I think they came out 160.
But see, with me, I wear my shit.
See, good. See, I don't wear my shit.
So I can't see myself selling them or keep them on ice.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
I already got 3 or 4 outfits when I bought it already because I wear my shit and I keep them nice. But I'm like, no, nigga, I brought them, so I'm gonna wear them.
I respect you for that.
But I know a lot of people that just buy them. They buy like a size 8, a size 9. They don't even buy their size and just flipping them.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I got.
I can't do that because I ain't going through all of that to not have them. Personally, myself.
But
that mean if your money is long too, though.
The shattered backboards that came out last week.
The patent leather looking ones, yeah. I don't like what they did with that.
I don't like it either. But I think everybody thought that they were gonna be worth a lot more than what they are.
It's not.
It's not. Like if you see the market value
it's
now,
like the third version of it, right?
I would say third, yes.
Yeah.
They had shattered backboard reverse, then they had shattered backboard regular.
Yeah.
Then now they have this, but. I don't think that's the problem. Is I think that nobody really liked that look. That shiny look too much. And I heard that they're real heavy. So I think everybody thought these sneakerheads thought they was going to be a bigger flip value. But now you could probably, I think they were 160 or 180?
All Jordan ones is 160. All of them. They all 160 when they first dropped. That's why they cost so much for the retail. I mean, for the flip price.
Okay.
Yeah, but they all 160 when they drop.
But now I think they only worth like 220.
Yeah.
So everybody, and my man is holding on to like 2 pairs, and he was like, "Yo," and he don't buy his size neither. He buys kid sizes, and like SpongeBob's came out. He said he sold those.
Them Kyries, I got 2 pair of them shit.
Which one?
I got
the house one,
the Patrick ones, the pink and green,
all right,
and the Mr. Krabs, the red.
Oh, the new one just came out with that. SpongeBob.
No, that's the pineapple house. I ain't get that. I ain't like that one. That's the ones that he dropped 50 in the debut.
Oh, really?
He dropped 50 in those, especially, well, of course, with the L, but he dropped 50 with those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry y'all got too much into the sneaker shit. Sometimes I get caught up. I mean,
it's still block talk, though.
It's still block talk, and it's still hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop culture and everything. I wonder how we segued into this.
Because we were talking about Harlem and the fashion.
Fashion in Harlem, man. Yeah. But like I said, Harlem dudes are different. And shout out to Puff It's his birthday, and you know, at the end of the day, I mean, when it's all said and done, I remember when Puff first came out, I was a little mad at him about what he did to hip hop and how he changed the sound and how he made it more about this, about money, about looking good and bragging. And at first, I remember I was not, and the fact when he was producing some of these songs, he was just stealing these 80s and 70s beats and wasn't doing nothing to them.
Stealing them or sampling them?
Sampling them, but not, you know,
the political correct way?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
But and I was just mad. I was like, this is no creativity.
Yeah.
And hip hop is usually about creativity.
Yeah.
But then after a while, as Puff started doing this thing, started venturing out, and I fuck with him. I like Puff. I mean, he's one of the few dudes in hip hop that, you know, as far as business is concerned, you have to look up to that man for all the stuff that he accomplished. You know, from the liquor, from the gear, you know, from the what's the title? Not title, Revolt TV.
That's
all, you know.
The vote shit.
Yeah, man. You know, so.
And he actually thinking about bringing his show back. That making it.
I heard they approached him.
He approached him. He clarified it. He said 2020 he want to do it and all that. So
he is gonna do it.
Yeah.
Shit, damn, man. See, I saw and the funny, because I know he would say he was debating because some things is classic, you don't want to touch it.
But he was like, the people asked for it.
Yeah, but you know, he's gonna have to make it really dope. Because
would you walk to the Cheesecake Factory for him?
Yeah, I would have. But you see, the thing is when that what people got to remember is TV was different back then.
What you mean?
And I mean by that, there was no Roku. There was no Fire Stick. There was no Hulu. There was no Netflix. There was no all these other outlets to watch different stuff on TV.
If you wasn't there at the time, then it's a wrap.
Meaning, you had cable.
Right.
Cable. It was just cable.
But was they playing it over another day, or you just missed that show?
No, you played over another day.
Okay.
They had DVRs. Remember, everybody's cable box, you could record it.
Oh yeah.
So I think with that.
Facts.
And maybe they would probably show it later on, maybe about 3 days later.
Yeah.
But my point is that people have options now, and people want to catch up on stuff that maybe they missed last week.
Yeah.
Whereas, like I said, back then, everybody would tune in, and the next day everybody talks about it. Like how Power, like people with Power now.
Don't even start with Power.
You know what I'm saying? And when Empire first came out, so that's the effect it had. It's hard to find shows still like that to the point where everybody is tuned in that night and everybody is watching. You know, it's like about 10 shows.
Not even the next night. They talk about as soon as it's over.
Exactly. You know, so. I don't know if his making the band is going to have that effect because they have Love and Hip Hop. People used to talk about that, but now that I think everybody don't really fuck with it. I don't think the Love and Hip Hop hype is there like how it used to be.
But quick question though, who you think shot Ghost? I know you saw this shit, and if you didn't, sorry, spoiler alert, Ghost is dead, y'all.
I personally, somebody said something to me today, and that made more sense today. Because at first I was gonna say,
because you know it ain't the cop, it ain't Tommy, because Tommy Ben should have did it.
First of all, I don't think there's nobody that they showed. Honestly, I really don't think there's somebody that they showed.
But Shorty said it was that Power Confidential shit. She said those suspects that you saw was.
Who said that?
The writer, Courtney.
She said that?
Yeah, she said those suspects that you saw, Tasha,
the
sister, Tyreek.
Okay. If she said that, then
she was like, no, because I'm not going to have people think it's somebody out of that circle. She said everybody that you saw coming to truth is a suspect. So it's one of them.
Okay. Then if that's the case, I'm going to have two answers for you. If that's the case, then I think the son did it.
I think so too, yeah.
Personally. And my other theory, and one of my coworkers said it today, that was a dream.
I think that too. I think it could be a dream.
Because I want to say a dream, but you know how he was seeing shit the whole episode?
That nigga's delusional.
Well, I mean, people are dying around him, B. So
that shit was crazy. Popped up.
So that's why. So it could be. I personally think it's a dream theory.
But if it's a dream theory for the last 5 episodes, that shit is whack. That nigga need to be dead. He need to be dead. There's no way he gonna come back and then take over and be the. No, let that nigga die then. You got the hashtag say who shot Ghost. The nigga gone.
If he's gone, then I'm not mad at them. But I would be mad to see where the show is going to go after that. I don't understand like who's going to be the main.
I don't understand why it takes.
Unless they're setting up this spin-off.
They supposed to do that because Mary J. Blige is supposed to be on this Power 2 book shit. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay.
But why do it take us 3 months to
That's fine.
But what do that do? Why do producers do that? Like, I don't understand.
They're filming that because, I mean, everybody has other obligations. You got to remember that.
No. That season been done.
Which one?
This season for Power been done.
No, I know, but they're probably probably working on it now because you can't bring a show on. That's the way TV networks is. You have to play it. It's like putting out albums. You just can't put a music album out in this. It's quarters. You got to do it every by quarter. So first quarter, second. You know, that's how you just can't put shit out.
Yeah, but it's next year though.
That's not even bad. Man.
That's January.
Man, I've seen shows end in fucking fall and don't come back to the summer. B, they're not even asking us to wait that long. B, you talking 2 months. That's not even bad. You see, you think it's bad because it's not coming on.
Because I want to know.
Look at Snowfall. You watch Snowfall?
No, but I heard it's dope.
Man, when did that go off? In the summertime. I don't think it's coming back until like March. I'm like, God damn.
But wasn't there a movie on Netflix about it called Snowfall? It was like some real gangster.
Well, the dude is the real Rick Ross.
Okay.
That's his story.
Okay.
Snowfall.
Okay.
The dude who's Rick Ross.
So the movie on Netflix is like the shit on TV.
The movie.
You know what movie I'm talking about?
No.
It's like some real gangster shit. I don't know if they in the West, but it's about the cocaine.
It's probably about Rick Ross.
Okay.
How he came up and how he was the big kingpin in the West.
Okay.
That's probably what it's about.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably just about that. So, but yeah, I mean.
But thank God for basketball, because there ain't nothing to watch on TV now. Besides wrestling, if you're a wrestling fan.
I mean, this is time you catch, but this is the time you catch up on stuff, or you find out about. Trust me, there's something on.
That's true.
There is some things on right now.
I catched up on The Purge. They got a TV season. I catched up
on
The
Purge. Too, right?
Yeah, it's good, but it's like, god damn.
They got the shit called The Watchmen on HBO now.
I heard about that.
I want to catch up on that.
Yeah. And
there's a couple of stuff on HBO and Stars I want to catch up on. Trust me, there's stuff on Hulu. Is it Hulu? Hulu Prime.
Hell yeah, well,
that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, trust me. There's shit out. There's always something you could watch.
Yeah.
That's what I'm not really worried. That's what I'm saying. The way TV is now compared to back then. Even like I said, when Puff came out with making a band, it was different. Everybody was glued to it. Everybody, you know, it was reality, and that was like in the early stages of reality TV.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So now everything is fucking reality. That's what I'm saying. So he's gonna have to do something different to keep everybody.
I think he could pull it off. I don't know, man. Shit, everything else he did is going.
And the thing, and I'm saying that only because how many shows we've been seeing. I don't want to say it's the same thing, but we've been seeing I want to be a rapper or I want to be the singer.
And you don't blow up, right?
Shows. And you get guidance from these people. And, you know, I mean, Jermaine Dupri has one right now. Yeah. I think even Cardi B and the T.I. They got something similar like that out right now. Yeah. They're not doing exactly what Puff did, but I mean, that's the whole I want to make it as a rap star thing.
Cardi was the only one that I saw actually blow up from something like that, because all those Love and Hip Hop dudes.
Yeah, no, and I'll say K. Michelle.
But we knew K. Michelle before she went on Love and Hip Hop. Like,
no, we didn't.
About her.
No, she was only that was her first.
So her music dropped during
after. Yeah. Oh yeah, she was making. Yeah, she wasn't doing that before that.
Oh, okay.
No, she was not. Those are probably the top two people who.
But I know Cardi really blew up.
No, Cardi blew up.
Because I couldn't stand her voice when I first saw her on TV. I'm like, oh, this chick really talking about, I don't need this, fuck this, I'm about to make a hit. Shorty made a hit, and now she the shit right now.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably the number one person that came off of those shows and blew up.
Because Jocelyn ain't doing
it. Nobody from that. The funny thing is, nobody from that whole Atlanta shit blew up. Well, the closest other one, I'd probably say a strong third, would be from the Miami one.
Who the fuck was in the Miami one?
Amara Allegra, the Spanish dance.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying she's
with the big afro.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, she's natural.
Yeah, she's beautiful. But she's booked. You see her around. She gets. I mean, and she's doing her Spanish thing. She's doing. She got herself on the radio. So I'll give her that. And I like her, and I like her whole attitude. But other than that,
not really.
That's nobody else. I'm saying nobody else.
Nobody.
So
nobody.
And they put on this big front when you watch these shows and you see these fake concerts they be having. I'm like,
yup. And I know because I've been to a couple of them. Because a couple of my people is like they do the stage and they do the lights and everything. So they're like, yo, we need an audience or whatever. So you come through. They send you a little invitation.
They pay you?
Oh, they like a little fight like $7 so you can get home on the train or some shit.
Why? That's it?
Yeah, but at the time, they don't pay you because you were just an extra.
Okay.
You just in that crowd.
Extras get paid after a while.
Yeah, but if I guess just to be in the background, just to look like it's lit, just to look like you drinking that fake Douce, but it's really juice.
Okay.
And all that. You supposed to turn up, but they will say stop and do that shit. Yeah, I did that shit a couple times.
Okay. So. More question. Do they still have I don't know when I was coming up. They still got focus groups?
Focus groups?
You know what that is?
What you mean by that?
That was a nice little hustle. Let's just say there's a brand out there. I'm trying to think of liquor. Okay. Let's just say there's a new liquor coming out, and they want to get the public's opinion about advertising and marketing. So what they would do is they would have these focus groups. They call them focus groups, and they bring about 10, 20 people in the room, and they show you the brand. They show you like the bottle, how it looks. They'll even let you taste it, and then they ask for your opinions. You write it down. They ask you mad different questions. It's probably about an hour total, and you get paid $100, $200 for a session.
Whether it go or not.
Huh?
Whether it go or not, whether they approve the...
Doesn't matter. They just want your opinions.
No. What that sound like is the show Shark Tank.
No.
Because Shark Tank do that. But
no, man.
No, I'm just saying that's what it sounds like. You come, you give your idea.
No, but you're not giving... No, Shark Tank people are bringing their ideas to them.
Yeah, showing them the product
that's
and all
not
that
what
shit.
this is about. No.
Oh. But this was on TV.
No. This is real life.
Oh yeah, they still do that. Hell yeah.
They do focus groups still in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have a little session and they be like, yo, this is the new drink and check it out. Hell yeah.
Where at?
See, you got to know. It's one of those little secret locations.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not public.
It's usually I know when I was going to Manhattan.
Now it's like on these little Brooklyn spots, like in these little.
Are they paying you guys? See, then it's not focus groups then, because these people get a budget. They get a big ass budget.
Oh no.
That's what it's only. It's about getting their opinions. They do it with cars. Like if you drive, they'll ask you about Mazda. They ask you about they do it with liquor. They do it with car. They do it with clothing. They do like I'm saying anything out here that they're trying to bring out. Yeah. They have to test it to see if it's worth it, and they have to market. They have to find people and get their opinions. So they have a budget. They even feed you, and even if what used to happen sometimes too is they'll overbook. Like they said, they need 20 people, but they book 25.
Okay.
And you get there and they're like, oh, because sometimes some people don't show up.
Right.
So what happens if you'll come there like, oh yeah, we booked, but they still pay you, and then you can leave and go home.
Yeah, they don't do that shit. Well, at least I don't know.
Find out about it, because trust me, that shit was big in. It was. I wouldn't say it was a hustle.
But what did it work for? What products did it work for that's out now? Those focus groups.
Liquor, different liquors. You talking about before these liquors price? I remember there was one bottle. I'm trying to think what brand was it? And they was like, yo, would you buy this liquor just by looking at the bottle? Everybody would give their opinion. Because
that mean a lot with a bottle.
Exactly. That's I forgot what the brand was, but I remember that they asked us that. And I was like, yeah. And people was like, I'll buy strictly off looking at the bottle. So that lets them know how to market their shit, versus the taste. And then they'll let you taste it. Yeah. And some people might be like, I don't really care. The bottle looks so dope. Yeah. And
that's true.
With that information, as a person who's running their own business, that lets you know which direction to go.
That's true. Because those Bel Air bottles be looking hot.
Ask anybody that you know that's around early 40s, mid 40s, maybe even late 30s about focus groups, because they might still be out here. You just have to know. Yeah,
you probably just got to know. You probably got to be in that loop, because they want it to be done with their group of people. So if it's not a failure, it won't really get out.
They even do it now online.
Yeah, I know.
Like if you see online, sometimes they'll say you want to ask a couple of questions.
Yeah, online surveys and you get paid. Hell yeah, I know.
That's basically what it is.
Okay, gotcha. They definitely
but they do it live, but they have a live version of it.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, they definitely do that.
Yeah, because I remember. Definitely. All right.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, we here. This is the block, beatboxtrader.com.
Yes, sir.
We went a little over in the overtime, so I don't want to. We off the air, but we still recording. But I don't want the shit to go too much because Roxanne to kill me. But
I don't got work tomorrow, so I'm with it.
Yeah, that's that bullshit.
That's that school.
Oh man,
That's that school schedule, baby.
for real. I ain't gonna lie, she does come in handy.
Yup,
Yeah.
that shit is great.
But it ain't easy, so
No, it's really not. But it's worth it though, because we don't get paid what we work, so we at least get the days to relax. So it's bittersweet.
exactly. All right, well, this is the block, beatboxtrader.com. Catch
Yes,
us next
sir.
week. We should have a guest here next week.
Have a good week, y'all.
And we might have guests for the next 2 weeks. Rappers. All right, so it should be fun next week. And please tune in and tell a friend. And that's what's up. Like I said, go out and cop those 2 albums if you really fucking with hip hop. Fuck with the Black Moon album and the new Gangsta album. All right, these are guys who came out in the '90s who are still putting shit out, and the shit is good as quality. And you know, you fucking with two of the best hip hop producers of all time, which is Premier, and then you got the beat. Yeah, then you got the Beat Miners, and anybody know these two are really official dudes. They have their own sound, right? So go out and cop those albums. And like I said, there's a ton of other albums, but those are the 2 I want to highlight today because I mean those 2 groups mean a lot to me, Gangsta and the Black Moon. All right, so we out.
We out.
Shout out to my man Omega, Ray Love,
Meg,
Capital
Ray.
P, Dan, Donna, Roxanne,
Yes.
and Adam. All right, everybody who made this whole thing possible here at the blog and
Thank you.
beatboxradio.com.
Thank you.
All right, peace out.
Have a good week.
These buttons are not supposed to be.
Clicking on and off like that.
No, they're not supposed to be pressed in for for it to work. So somebody did something. I don't know what it is, but she heard me when she was.
You think it should be a sign up like how this shit is up? To be like, don't touch the fucking.